What's up, guys?
It's been a week.
Hello.
We got new microphones.
Oh, yeah, maybe this one will work better for me because, you know, I don't know how to operate a microphone.
Yeah. And we won't sound like...
Yeah, I think we have something in one of our microphones. Probably, you know, dirt and metal shavings and...
Debris.
All sorts of debris.
Yeah.
So, we're back. We went to Mississippi, saw that.
Yeah.
We got a raggedy car to build.
A lot of people love it.
For Jackie. Some people love it. Some people like it but hate what we're going to do to it. I don't really care what any of those people think. They're not the ones that are going to be driving it.
Just don't be mean.
Yeah.
That's it. Just don't be mean. If you don't like it, it's not your car. That's all I got to say to that.
I mean, I can be a lot meaner.
We can both be a lot meaner. I've been very nice.
Anyway.
Yeah.
None of that matters. Because again, we don't really care what anyone thinks about what we're going to do to it. There's going to be a billion people that absolutely love it.
I love it.
She's going to be one of them, and it's her car, so really that's all that matters.
All
I have to do is build a cool enough car that Jackie loves it.
Yeah.
No one else has to love it.
She's a mint chocolate chip. It's very easy to love.
It's lovable.
Yeah, and her name is officially Gregoria because Gregoria. So she looks like old Greg.
It's old Greg.
Yeah. You guys know who old Greg is?
If you don't,
you should go drink some Baileys from a shoe.
Yeah, you're going to need to drink Baileys from a shoe and then look it up. So that's what we got going on right now is, a rusty piece of junk Edsel that I have to help her build. It's not going to be fun because it needs a ton of work. And it's got, rockers that need to be replaced. And, well, one side. Actually,
I'll show you.
Passenger side's okay. Driver side's pretty much gone. And the floorboard is pretty much gone.
Yeah, the rockers are real bad.
But that's okay.
Yeah. And he surprised me, guys, which was really awesome. And I came home from yoga the other day, and he cleaned all of the rat. I can't open the dang thing. He cleaned the rat poop. I can't say the other word. He cleaned that all out for me, which was kind of cool. The original rubber floor mats are in here, even though they're not usable. But I mean, it still was pretty cool to see.
There was a metric ton of rat crap in this car.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So it had a padded dash. Obviously, that thing was done dealing. We're just going to
paint it. Finish
removing everything up there. We'll sand the dash down. It's metal, so we'll just paint the top of the dash. We're not going to put the pad back on it because it'll look a lot cooler if it's painted.
Yeah, and I think it's super cool, guys. Like, the AC is in it. Like, check out the old AC. I don't know why that excites me so much, but it does.
It's a factory AC car.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys have actually gotten to see the Edsels up close or not, but I think the little embellishments and stuff are super cool. So just even the etching of the name Edsel that's right over the glove box, and it actually, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use it, but they have it all literally embossed in the door.
Embossed?
Isn't that how you say it? Is embossed, embossed?
What is this on the camera?
It's probably a piece of my hair. Yeah.
It's flapping in front of it.
Everywhere.
The whole time.
And this is the stupidest thing, but this is my favorite part. I love the ashtray in the back.
Yeah, for the kids to smoke.
Yeah, all the kids get to smoke in the back because that's real good for you. But Steven's still working on trying to open up the other passenger seat, the 9-passenger seat back there. Right? You've just been lubing it up.
Whoa. We've just been soaking it in WD-40 because it's pretty rusty. I don't know if I'll ever get it to operate or not. Yeah. It's not that big of a deal. If I can't, then I'll take it apart and I'll just pull the pin out of the hinge if I can. Probably have to do that. We vice grips and a torch and all that good stuff. But anyway, we'll make it operate, or either we'll just cut the hinge off of it and replace the hinge when the time comes. But right now that's low on the list. It's going to be a little while before we do anything with this anyway. I don't know if we'll start on this before or after the bus, but either way, we got to finish the truck and we got to finish that 53 before we can do anything to any of them. But I think what'll probably end up happening is if we can get a little bit more space we'll work on the bus and we'll work on the Edsel at the same time.
Wouldn't that be fun? So we found that we're only missing a few things. There really wasn't much. We thought we had all the trim. We're missing a small piece of the trim on the hood.
Yeah, it's got 2 pieces of trim that come from the edge of the hood over to probably about here. And there's just like a, you know, whatever you call that.
Yeah.
Like a spear.
Yeah.
So they actually, where the hood rolls down, there's a piece of trim that wraps the front fender.
It's actually this guy. So it would be the piece.
Yeah, it wraps right around here and then just continues onto the hood. So we're missing one of the ones on the hood. We do have the pieces for the fenders.
And we are missing the ones on the hood itself too. Right?
Again, we're missing one of the ones that go on the hood.
I thought we were missing both on the hood.
No,
That's why. And we were
have
only missing one of the ones here.
We're not missing either one of those.
Oh, I thought we were missing that guy.
We have both of these, and we have one that goes on the hood.
Guys.
But I don't know if there's a right and a left on the hood. That's why I was telling you if you could get
Both
2
pieces.
off of that other hood, then get them, because I don't know if there's a right and a left.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that there is, but I don't know. The one we have, I don't know if it's the right or if it's the left. And someone did away with the holes in the hood where the trim actually attaches, so it's kind of hard to determine which side it would actually go on, seeing as they did away with the holes. I might be able to set the hood on the car and see if it fits the, you know, the body line in the fender and kind of figure out if it's right or left, but we'll deal with that another time.
So far we're still keeping the hood that we have, but we are still looking for a hood that's going to match the beautiful patina on this. So if you know anybody with a 59 hood in light green,
Light green.
send it our way. Somebody was actually already awesome, and they have the centerpiece to the horseshoe. So fingers crossed that deal actually goes through.
It's not a horseshoe.
It's not a horseshoe, guys. I keep calling it a horseshoe. It's a horse collar, but I like horseshoe, and it came with a horseshoe. So when you hear me calling it a horseshoe, just ignore it. I'm going to own up to my mistakes.
So yeah, we need this outer bezel if anybody has that. We have the new inner. Well, not new. We have the new used inner.
More than likely.
Yeah,
Deals in the works.
yeah, Jackie's been working on that. So hopefully she can get that. And we'll need another outer because this one's pretty smashed and, you know, got a big giant piece missing out of it. But other than that, oh yeah, we're going to need a rear bumper for it.
Yeah,
I mean, I could patch that rear bumper and we could use it.
But if we can find one, we'd rather find one.
Yeah, it's pretty
You could
bad.
say it's-
The bottom of it's rotted out and it's pretty beat up.
Yeah, and the taillight fixtures. So
Yeah, if we can find some better ones, we'll get them. I mean, these are usable. We'll probably make lenses to go in the car unless we can
Yeah.
find these, and we're honestly not 100% sure what these were because everything that we come across, this is what's in the 59 Edsel. So we don't know what those lenses were out of, but if we could find something similar, that's
know-
what we want in it.
Yeah, we know that
instead
this
of
was
the flat ones.
the reverse lights, right?
Right.
Yeah,
those are factory. So these match. I mean, it makes more sense. I don't know why they even put the flat ones in there. To me, those look kind of dumb.
Same.
But either way, we can have these 3D printed, something similar, and
Something maybe even a little cooler.
yeah, whenever we get around to it. We did see some their aftermarket lights for Harleys, but I don't know what the diameter is, and I don't know. They said they were like turn signals, so I don't know if it's a dual element to where we could use them for running lights and brake lights, but they look really awesome. But there's no dimensions on them. I've seen them online, but there's no dimensions, so I don't know if we could make them work or not. But if we can, that's what we'll use because they look really cool.
They actually remind me a lot of like the Galaxy taillights and like the Country Squire, like the early 60s like Squire lights and stuff like that. I mean, they
Yeah.
don't look exactly like them, but it has that like
They do have
Just
a
like
cool
that
look.
element to
They
them.
look like they belong in like a 60s Ford.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that's my favorite part of the 60s wagons. So
yeah,
that would be pretty
everything
cool.
was, they wanted it all, looking like a spaceship, and those lights really
Yeah.
would work with the car really well. So if we can actually see those in person and know that we can make them fit inside this bezel, that would be cool.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll just order a set, and if they won't work, we'll just send them back. But
Yeah. Good old Amazon if we got it. So
yeah, that's
the Edsel.
that's the Edsel, the 59. They only made these guys 3 years, 58, 59, and 60.
Now, if I'm correct, didn't they have a concept model for 57, but it never came out and they released it in 58?
It's a possibility. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, they were only in production for 3 years. They didn't sell. They couldn't give these things away. They were just
The ugly duckling.
they were turds.
Yeah. And I wanted one.
But Jackie likes ugly things, which works out well for me because she married me,
He's handsome.
so that worked out well.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're going to be doing on this video. Probably a whole bunch of nothing. We have another hurricane about to tear through Florida
Yeah.
in the next couple of days. We leave next Wednesday to go up to Indiana for Evil Shindig. I need to rip all the interior out of my car. I need to cut the transmission tunnel out of my car. I need to raise the back of the transmission up probably an inch or so. I'm out of room under the car, so now I have to retunnel it. I have to rebuild the crossmember. Have to modify the front seat and back seat.
Crazy.
And get the car back going before next Wednesday. So
it'll literally be the day before our next video comes out, or like the Wednesday right after this video. We have no idea what's going to happen with the hurricane either, like Steven was saying. So it's supposed to be a Category 5 hitting the west coast of Florida right now. And it does look like we are going to get a good front of the hurricane coming up here afterward too. So
don't know. I mean, it
Yeah,
could do anything. It could just turn and come straight at us. Who
Yeah.
knows? But, whatever.
so he's going to try and get as much done in like 2 days. And then we've got like 2 days of hurricane that we might be completely, stuck in the house or flying around Wizard of Oz style or.
Oh, if it's a Category 5, I won't be stuck in the house. I'll be hauling ass.
Yeah. I filled up the Cadillac.
Yeah, I mean,
We might be saying goodbye to the Edsel.
we might be saying goodbye to all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But if it's a Category 5, I mean, there won't be anything left
Yeah.
when we come back, which is cool, not having homeowners insurance. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Watch out for the GoFundMe.
we may be living in the back of the Cadillac. Anyway, so we'll be filming some of that. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Apparently, I was swaying.
Could we not?
I mean, I'll try.
Lord, lady.
I've had cabin fever.
Anyway, we'll be trying to film some of that, I guess, for this video, hopefully. But we're definitely behind. Jackie got sick, ended up having to go to urgent care, then had to go to the ER.
And then the regular doctor.
Yeah, so that's been about 4 or 5 days of dealing with that.
Hey,
Which
thanks
has-
everybody who reached out.
Yeah, everyone's awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to make sure, Jackie wasn't dying.
Yeah.
She is the star, we got to have her here.
I mean, look at this face.
She's got to take care of her.
But
So we dealt with that now almost 5 days, so we haven't done anything.
It's why we weren't at Trash the Classics too.
Yeah, we
so-
had to cancel that, which was a good thing because she ended up having to go to the ER Saturday, which we'd have been down there, and I'm
Yeah.
sure there's no hospital anywhere near where we were going to be. So we canceled that, and we've basically just been riding the couch for 5 days.
Yeah, it's been nice. We watched a lot of movies, which was good. Guys, it was seriously like nothing serious, but it was really serious. So long story short, I had a cyst removed on my scalp. And I don't know if it's from sweating all day at our car show last weekend or whatever happened, but it got infected.
Or cleaning out rat turds.
Yeah, it
from
could
a
be
car.
cleaning out rat turds too, but it did end up getting infected. If I looked a little green in the bringing home,
She wasn't
Edsel.
trying to match the Edsel.
Yeah, apparently I really was green. The infection actually spread from the spot on my head and it went all the way down my neck. It swelled up my lymph nodes and the infection actually got into my bloodstream. And they thought I had the potential of going septic. So I've been on a ton of antibiotics and got shots. And then that Saturday, I had an allergic reaction apparently to the antibiotic. So I've had like a racing heart and blah, 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 and all that crazy stuff. But knock on wood, I saw my dermatologist today and I am feeling a lot better already, even though I'm not 100%. So we're just still trying to take it easy and make sure that we're okay for Evil Shindig because we really have been looking forward to that too.
Yeah, we don't want to have to cancel that one too. But
Yeah.
if she doesn't feel better, then we definitely will be canceling that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the health is more important than hanging out at a car show.
Yeah. So,
At least that's what we tell ourselves, right?
yeah, I mean, listen, I went to the turkey rod run with you with like severe bronchitis like that one year. And I literally.
You never have to worry about me. I'll die at the car show.
Yeah, I mean, I for the most part did. I only asked you to leave once because I was overheating and I was going to vomit on everybody. And that just wouldn't have been pretty.
You should have been like Joey. Just open the back door of the car,
oh my goodness.
vomit on someone's feet, and then close the door.
Oh, nice.
Joey did that, my brother, at the turkey rod run.
Nice.
At like rod run nights or whatever it was back in the day.
Oh, nice.
No, that was at it was at the rod run, but it was at Bel
Blowing up
Air.
your spot, Joey.
It was at the Bel Air Plaza. And I had this Cadillac, 87 Cadillac Fleetwood that I built, and it was like a big, like jacked up 4-wheel drive that I turned it into. And my brother's like sleeping in the back of the car, and he had been sick all day long. And then next thing you know, the door opens, he starts vomiting everywhere in the parking lot, and then the door closes and he goes back to sleep.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm really glad I was not there for that
Yeah, Jackie doesn't like vomit.
at all. I mean, who does? But like, I really don't.
She has a vomit phobia along with a snake phobia.
Yeah. We keep talking about how long it's going to take for Steven to put me out of my misery.
Oh, man. I had to take her to the vet, have her put down.
That's what we're thinking. So that's what we're thinking.
Anyway, we're going to, I guess, get started. We've got to move, 7 cars around just to be able to get the 54 in the garage.
And then hopefully get everything in the garage for the hurricane, right, by Wednesday.
Yeah,
So.
well, I'm gonna try to move the truck over and keep it in the garage, put it beside the Chevelle, which will be fun. So yeah, we got to do all that, and before we can even get this thing inside. So between now and tomorrow, hopefully we can at least come up with enough stuff to get you guys a video for Thursday, because like I said, we haven't done anything for almost 5 days.
And keyword is keep you entertained.
Yeah, and keep you entertained and not be super boring. I mean, I know when there's not a whole lot going on, it's kind of like, okay, I don't really want to watch this crap.
I've had cabin fever, so I might be a little entertaining. Maybe?
You're always entertaining.
No, I'm not.
Check out that bus.
Yeah.
That bus is sweet. Can't wait.
Steven has been like counting down the days, like severely counting down the days. And then
Severely?
Yeah. Like severely counting days, like with intent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And somebody said they almost would rather see us started working on the wagon before the bus. I think
Yeah.
Steven's heart was crushed a little.
Yeah, they were like, I'd rather see the Edsel built before the bus.
Yeah.
And I was like, you shut your mouth.
Yeah. It was really funny.
But anyway,
But yeah, here, come to the clown car movement, I guess.
the clown car movement.
Yeah, we got 40,000 things to move.
Yeah.
Oh, and on top of all that, Steven has to change the transmission in the Cadillac because that's going.
I don't have to. I mean, she was doing some slipping on the way back. I mean, the Edsel has some weight. So somewhere in Alabama, it did a little bit of slipping, but it didn't continue. It did it like 2 times, and it did some other weird shift thing. Like when you come to a stop and you go to take off, like it acted like it almost wasn't in gear, and then you had like a clunk, and then it would go. So it's done that twice. So, fingers crossed it'll last a little while, because I don't really want to change that transmission out. I am tired of changing transmissions out.
Yeah.
Gearstar, please.
Send us transmissions.
Hook me up, man. I need one for this.
Yeah. 54 needs one.
I need one for that. I need one for the Edsel.
Yeah.
I need one for the Cadillac, and I need one for this GMC over here.
Yeah, guys, we need some transmissions.
That thing's got a. Yeah. It won't do any. I mean, it'll drive forward in first gear. That's all it's got. It has no reverse, nothing else. Anyway, I don't know what it is. Transmissions seem to hate me. And I drive everything like I'm 90 years old.
You do. You are a little Miss Daisy. He's like the best driver I've ever been in the car with. He's the first person in my whole life I've ever been able to take long road trips with and barely get sick.
Barely get sick.
Well, I mean, after like 6 or 7 hours, if I don't take my like motion sickness stuff, I don't do very well.
Anybody want to buy a GMC short bed?
That's your ride. I got rid of Howie's. We're sharing the Cadillac right now.
Yeah, we are. So yeah, I need to get a transmission in that because we're down to one ride.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have my 54, but it's about to be down.
Yeah. So I think for like the first time since I've been around, we're gonna see the Chevelle like move from that spot.
Yeah, it's gonna move like 3 feet over.
I mean, there's still movement. Gas tank.
Ow! Ugh. Watch out for that.
So this is definitely gonna be fun trying to get everything in here, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be a blast.
Do you kind of feel like this is the zombie apocalypse? I mean, I had an infection. There's like mandatory evacuations. We have to do crazy stuff. I feel like we're getting ready for the zombie apocalypse right now.
What crazy stuff do we have to do? All right. You heard it here first. It's the zombie apocalypse,
Yeah.
says Jackie.
I mean, it feels like it. It's very gloomy. Even though it's like actually sunny. Like it's gloomy.
It's not sunny.
Well, I mean,
What
it
are you
is. Look how
talking
blue.
about?
Look how blue the sky is. Look up here.
There is no sun at all. That is like nothing but clouds.
Don't let them fool you guys. See? Blue skies.
Uh-huh. Where am I? Put this freaking big block. Okay. Let's get this rear axle unchained. I had to chain the rear axle up in the truck and lift it all the way up as high as it would go for the last hurricane, 5 days ago. So I could get my car in here up under the truck. Chain number 1. Chain number 2.
What you doing?
Pulling the arms out from under the lift in the back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The arms, you act like you've never done this.
I have to move them up?
Hold them out.
Oh, I thought you said up, and I was like, how do they go up right now?
I'm gonna fire you as my helper. You ain't worked for 5 days, you forgot everything I taught you.
My brain's not doing good. There's an infection there.
My brain's infected.
My brain's infected. I told you, zombie apocalypse. Oh, there's the new bin that I didn't notice until right this second. That I walked past 400 times already today. Look, guys, new bin. That's Steven's new bolt bin, so we don't have to go through bags. At least I think that's what he's using it for.
I'll be wore out by the time I even get all this stuff moved around. Mm-hmm. Oh. Man, where are you jacking this thing up, Dad, with this sway bar under here? What? That's about the silliest thing ever.
It's always something.
Oh, God.
Always something.
Yeah.
You getting creepy? It's Halloween time.
Yeah, I gotta see where I'm gonna jack this thing up. That sway bar goes right up under the housing there. I don't want to jack up on the sway bar. I don't know if I can get in front of it or not. Just gotta get behind the sway bar. There's enough room. Just barely. There's enough room. I gotta go find the car dollies. Look out, old flip-flop pop out here. You're gonna get them toes run over.
So me and Mom are gonna sit on those, and you're gonna have races with us.
All right, go for it. Oh, you gotta have 2 plungers, 2 toilet plungers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we can have toilet plunger races.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
That's what the
There's
dude at in Kansas at Gearhead Curios does
That's
with the
right.
creepers. He uses creepers and plungers and they race.
We should do it. All right, come on, everybody. There's 4.
Get out of my way, lady. I got stuff to do.
Let me just push myself on out. Dude, I never knew like this was a thing.
What?
I said I never knew this was a thing. It's like moving furniture on the grander scale.
Yep.
Snug like a glove. Yeah. I feel like Mr. Wilson. Told you, cabin fever. Moving the big kahuna. Lots of horses. She's still for sale, guys. Hey, Damien, we found your koozie.
You lose something, buddy? I'm gonna throw it in the trash. Look out, you fat ass cat. Get out of my way. I'm gonna jack this thing up and look under there and make sure I can do what I hope I can do with the Crossmember.
Nice. So what are you checking for?
To see if I can go up with the Crossmember, but I'm so close to the exhaust that I don't think I can. Thank you.
Mom was wishing us happy anniversary because today's our anniversary and this is what we're doing for our anniversary.
Working on cars.
Working on cars. So what happens now in that case?
Not sure. Dang. It's always something. Well, I'm gonna take it in there, I guess, and put it on the lift and see what I can
Do?
come up with. Be on the lift and off the lift because I don't want to take the seat out of the car if I can't make this happen.
Taillight's out too.
What?
Taillight's out too.
Right now?
Yeah. Both are on.
Yeah, it's a turn signal switch.
So what do you have to do? You have to replace that?
Need to replace it, but I don't really want to do that. It's something that's a part that's got to be ordered, and
O'Reilly's won't have it or anything?
no, that's a whole
Other debacle?
yeah. No, you got to order that from like Chevs of the 40s or somewhere like that. Every day, turn signal switch.
All right. Now you want to show the people what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
This is our dilemma. We got the Crossmember that loops over the top of the transmission. I don't have any room to go up any higher with the transmission, and it needs to go up some to correct the little bit of driveline angle issue that it still has. So we want to go up, but we can't space it here because we're hitting up here. And I hoped what I could do was modify the Crossmember and bring it up here to the frame and make some plates or whatever to bolt it in up here. But the problem is my exhaust is right in the way. And I'm going to be hitting the exhaust. So we have to come up with another plan because we cannot go up any higher with the rest of it. So what I could possibly do is cut it here and bring this up. I mean, I could probably go up like another inch, which I think would be plenty, and just add some steel back in there, which I don't think I have any round tubing that I can use right now. So that creates another issue, and obviously I probably won't be able to get anything due to the fact that we're about to have a hurricane. So I'll have to see what I have here and what I can possibly make work. I'd like to cut the belly out of the frame. On these 50, 53, 54, probably all the, like the 49, it's actually the 49 through 54. You can cut the belly out of these frames and re-flat plate them. And you could basically lay the rockers of this car on the ground without doing a full body drop. So, I mean, technically, like in the truck world, they call it a stock floor body drop, where they'll come in and they'll cut the tops of the frames down shorter and bring the whole cab of the truck down. But you can accomplish the same thing on these 49 through 50s with just cutting that dip out of the chassis. And then you just take it from this point here, this straight point, back to here, wherever that falls, cut that out, re-flat plate it, and then you can lay the rockers on the ground.
That's what you've been wanting to do too.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I mean, I think it's like, it'd be super close to the ground. I don't know if it'll actually lay the rocker or the pinch weld, but it gets it really close. Oh, yeah, it actually puts the pinch weld on the ground. Yeah, it'd literally put the pinch weld on the ground. You could then come in here and you could cut the pinch weld off the car and lay the rocker flat on the ground. So eventually we will probably do that to this car, but
yeah, I know you want it real low, as low as it can go.
Yeah, we want to be low, super low. But that's another time. Right now we got to worry about fixing this issue.
Guys, I just jumped out of my pants.
Your pants are gone. Jackie acts like she's never been in here before, and the compressor's never kicked on before.
I get scared every single time.
Scares the crap out of her every time. It's a miracle that she hasn't passed out, because Jackie's a fainting goat. When she gets scared, she faints.
I do, guys.
So, don't like try to scare her, because she'll faint and fall down and, bust her head open or something.
Or give myself a black eye.
And it wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. Hey guys, let there be light.
I don't have a whole lot of room, but I may have enough room to correct the angle before the transmission gets into the floorboard, but it's kind of hard to see. And I also know that I can't go much higher with the transmission without moving the shifter backwards in the car, because I'm going to end up putting the shifter into the AC unit, because it's pretty close now as it is, but it's not hitting.
The underneath of this is actually way cleaner than I thought it was going to be.
It's actually horrible right now.
Yeah, but it's still way cleaner than I thought it was going to be.
I mean, for this was all cleaned and painted when I LS the car and everything, which was no, it was cleaned and painted before the ILS the car. When I redid the 6-cylinder and made it look beautiful, I cleaned and painted everything underneath the car. But that was 35,000 miles ago.
Yeah.
And I haven't done anything underneath the car cleaning wise since. So this is 35,000 miles of grime.
That's really not bad.
No.
We've literally driven it up the side of a mountain and multiple times in the dirt, and a lot of places. Hey guys, I say like entirely too much.
She just realized that while editing. I've even told her, I'm like, you say like a lot.
Yeah, well, this morning,
and now she realized it.
This morning, I started editing this video, and I had to message Steve, and I was like, guys, like, I'd make, yeah, seriously, I'd make Frank Zappa proud, so I'm going to work on it. You're going to start to see it. I'm not going to say like as much. That's probably a lie.
That's like a lie.
That's like a lie.
Man, that's like a total lie.
Right? That was Frank Zappa, right?
What
the Valley Girl song? Like, oh my God.
I have no idea. Dang.
That's what I sound like.
Dang, rubber bushing is just torn out of this freaking sway bar. That's terrible news.
So does that mean that's getting replaced too?
No, I'm not doing nothing with that. I'm just going to check the torque What are you? Where did you come from? I'm gonna check the torque on it, and that's gonna be about all. But I would like to know where that fluid came from. There's like a drip right there that I don't know if the power steering pump might be leaking. Doesn't look like it.
I was gonna say, because Howie's gone, we just need to remind you about some power steering issues.
Yeah, a power steering pump has got to leak. But I do know that this rubber bushing is just shot, which is ridiculous because it's only been under a car now for it's less than 2 years. But you know, when you bag something and you got that much suspension travel, things happen.
Okay.
Safety stands, gotta have them. Gotta be safe, folks.
I feel very safe when I'm with you.
Oh God. Okay, so we are going to attempt to jack this transmission up and pull this cross member out and see what kind of angle I can get out of this thing. Right now I'm on 4 degrees, which is too much.
Do you know how he knows that? Because he had to go find the angle reader orange thing underneath the truck because he left it there.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And so I had to jack the truck up and roll under there and get the angle finder off of the rear axle.
Angle finder.
So, right now, doesn't really matter if we're sitting level. I know that the engine right now is showing 4 degrees downward, and I know I don't want 4 degrees. So, I'm going to see, once we get the cross member out of the way, how much I can actually go up before I'm into the floorboard. And I also have to pay attention to what my bottom radiator hose is doing, because as you start tilting the engine, my radiator hose is about that long. So it's just a short connection there. So as I start bringing the engine downward, it's going to be pushing down on that. So I don't remember how much room I have between the radiator inlet and the thermostat inlet. So obviously if those start hitting one another, that's no bueno. Yeah, you used to be zip tied and you fell off. That's okay. Do your own thing. I don't mind. Right here.
Every time that you put that light on, it looks like you're getting ready to tell us ghost stories.
Might.
Yeah.
You just never know. Still at 4 degrees, which means we've done absolutely nothing.
And that was with you pushing the transmission up a bit?
Yeah, I mean, just barely. We can't go up far anyway. And like I said, we're gonna hit. You know, one day I'll like be smart and have like a parts pan, or you know, at least a box to put everything in. But as of right now, no, I'm not. I'm just an idiot.
I can get you a Tupperware.
I think I want to change that transmission mount also, and go back with a stock rubber mount and get rid of this stupid polyurethane mount. Get out of there.
Man, look at that handy dandy Tupperware.
Yep. Couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah. I'm good for something.
Lots of things. Thanks, Michael Herbert. This is the greatest thing ever.
It's my bro hand.
Hooked up by the Herberts.
Sounds like the name of a TV show.
Hooked up by the Herberts?
Hooked up by the Herberts.
Maybe it should be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Michael, get on it.
Huh? Couple hundred more bolts, we'll be ready to drop this out.
Remember when I helped you do this and it took like 23 hours?
You never took this out.
I didn't? Oh no, Yeah, we just took.
No, because you don't have to drop it to pull the transmission. It makes it easy for changing the transmission. You don't have to pull the whole crossmember.
Is that an option for you to do right now?
What?
Like, is that an option for you to run it under?
Yeah, it is. And I didn't want to do that just because I don't want to have to drop the crossmember every time I have to pull the transmission. But if I can't make this work, then that's what I'll end up having to do. I'll just run a straight tube from side to side, which will work.
It's just more of an inconvenience.
Yeah, it just means that every time you should never have to pull the transmission.
But you've seen our luck.
I have to pull one every 3 days, it seems like. Yeah, you just have to drop all these bolts out and just pull the whole crossmember down, which, again, is not a big deal. But also, while I'm at it, would really like to remove these guys.
What are these guys?
It's just, extra bracing for the original transmission crossmember. But it doesn't really need it.
It's like tonsils.
It would make life so much easier if it were out of the way. While we're under here, we may go ahead and remove those and get them out of the way. Because I was wanting to at least cut out all the rivets and bolt those pieces in. That way I could get them out of my way when removing the transmission, because those are what make it so hard to get to the cooling lines. Well, they're one of the things that make it hard, but like, because you got the exhaust right here and you can't reach up through here to get to hardly anything. You got to like try to come across the top of the frame, and it's kind of a nightmare. So by getting that crap out of the way, that would make life a lot easier. That's all I got to say about that.
I just said it was like tonsils.
There for no reason?
Yeah, they were once necessary and now they're useless.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, we may end up just running a straight tube across, which wouldn't be hard if I had a piece of, well, I could use box tube also, but if I had a piece of round tube, then I could just cut this off right here, bolt these right back to the chassis, and weld a tube straight across. And then, well, actually I'd have to kind of bring it out around this and then build a bracket off of the tube. But anyway, we may have to do something like that. We'll see. We'll see what we can come up with. Maybe before the hurricane arrives, I can get over to the metal place and see if I can grab a piece of tubing and the stuff that I'll need to build this.
Yeah, call them early in the morning, right? Because a lot of businesses are already closed tomorrow.
Yeah. Mike may have something over there too at River City.
Our good friend at River City Fab.
Our good friend at River City Fab. He's already gonna, if I have to retunnel the whole car, he's already gonna roll me a couple of pieces to do that tomorrow, because they are open tomorrow. Unfortunately, we have to end this video because, as I told you, we haven't done anything for 5 days, and we haven't been able to record anything, and Jackie has to start getting this video edited.
Especially before the storm.
Yeah, tonight. And then we may end up losing power and all that good stuff. So anyway, what's going to happen? I got the transmission crossmember dropped loose. We're going to pull it out of here. I got to figure out a way to hold the transmission up temporarily because we got to get the car on the ground. Got to pull the front seat out of the car, probably the back seat also, pull the carpet out of the car, and I have to cut this tunnel because I can't pick the transmission up anymore. I'm against the floor already, and we barely moved it. So we're going to cut out the floor, raise it, put a band in it. I'm going to rebuild this crossmember, do something a little bit different. which we will show you all of that. We'll record all of it, but that'll end up being next week's video because, like I said, we're out of time. So you'll get to see all that next week.
Yeah.
Along with maybe like, some car show action and stuff. Because the reason we're trying to get this done quick is because we are going to Indiana for Evil Shindig. So who's going to be there? Who are we going to see and meet and hang out with and all that good stuff? Let us know. Anyway. So anyway.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe and buy cool merchandise. www.saulcustoms.com.
Yeah.
Shirts, hats, stickers, posters, all that good stuff. New shirts, if you guys haven't seen those yet, you might want to go check that out because those are
cool.
Those are going pretty quick.
Yeah. I had something I want to say and I totally forgot.
Uh-oh.
I got nothing, guys. No, I don't know.
Was it about Evil Shindig?
No.
Welp.
In the meantime, that's it. That's all we got. So
Florida people, man.
yeah, thanks for being patient.
We're built different.
Yeah.
We don't run away from hurricanes.
I'm gonna go blow up my pink flamingo float just in case we have to float down the block.
You never know. I mean, they're saying it may flood where we are. That's never happened. Knock on wood.
But they're already anticipating like 4 feet of surges, and
we are close to the river.
Yeah.
Like you could walk to the river from where we're at. It would, take you 15 or 20 minutes, but you can walk there. So yeah, we might, you may see us floating down the road on a flamingo and an alligator float.
Listen, I'm totally going live if we have service, if that happens.
Oh yeah, we'll be live if we're on an alligator float and a flamingo float.
You want to hold hands while we go down?
Well, yeah, that's how we don't get separated, and we die together as a team.
Ooh, nice.
High five. Bam. All right.
All right, guys, that's all we got.